Hi there, this is Teacher Mark, and today we're going to do another part of our verb series where we're going to look at the present perfect simple, looking at it briefly. In this video, we're going to see how to make the present perfect simple, how and when to use it, and some special cases. So let's get started. Okay, how to make the present perfect simple. So the first thing we need to know is about what is called the past participle. The past participle is sometimes called verb 3. So, for instance, a verb like eat, we have eat and eats. Eats for he, she, and it. Eat for I, you, we, and they. Then the second one, we have ate. And the third one, the past participle, eaten. This is the one that we need. This is the past participle, or verb 3. And this is the form that we need to make the present perfect. So let's see what happens next. So, for instance, to make it, we first need to use has or have. Has with he, she, or it. Have with I, you, we, they subjects. Or their equivalents. For example, if we said Bob, that's the same as he, so Bob has. Or if we said Jerry and I, that's the same as we, so it would be Jerry and I have. So anyway, it's has or have plus verb 3, the past participle. So, for instance, we could say, he has eaten. Or, they have eaten, using the verb to eat. So, in both cases, we just use has or have, and then the past participle, or the verb 3, which in this case is eaten. So that's how to form it. Now let's talk about how to use it. So the first thing to think about when and how to use it is unfinished time. So, for instance, I could say, I have lived in Bangkok. Okay, so this is an event or an action that began in the past, living in Bangkok started and began in the past, and it's still true now. So began in the past and still true now. Okay, we see a timeline for that. Okay, so here's now. And sometime in the past I began living. So start living in BKK, Bangkok. And it continues, and it's still true now. So this is the first kind of thing. Let's see another thing about unfinished time. So another example is, I could say, I have eaten 3 hamburgers this year. I have eaten 3 hamburgers this year. So this is unfinished time because this year is not ended yet. So here's where this year ends, end of year. And here's now. And so here's 1, 2, 3 hamburgers that I've eaten so far, but there's still this time before the end of the year that the number of hamburgers could be changed. Perhaps I'll eat another one, or 2 more, or maybe 6 more. So I have eaten 3 hamburgers this year, present perfect, have eaten, because the number of hamburgers could increase or change before the end of the year. Let's see a negative case. She hasn't, so has not, hasn't eaten any pineapple today. Well, today isn't over yet. It's still today. And so there's a chance she could still eat some pineapple before the end of the day. She hasn't eaten any so far, but it could still happen. So, for example, here's the end of the day, end day. Here's now. So far, no pineapple. But there's all this time here that there could be some pineapple eaten. So it's an unfinished time. That the quantity could change, or the number could change, or the situation could change. Next, let's talk about the situation where the unfinished time can be kind of implied or just understood. So, for example, let's say we have an actor, I'll just call it actor X, who's living and in good health. And let's compare it with a singer, M, who is dead. Alright, so I can make two sentences here. Actor X has made 10 movies. Singer M made 10 albums. Okay, so everything is the same, basically, except for this part. And why is it different? Because actor X is still living, the number of movies, 10, could increase and change. There's still a chance for it to happen. However, singer M, we use made, which is past simple. Because singer M is dead, the number of albums is not going to change. So actor X uses present perfect, because he's still living, and singer M, past simple, because singer M is dead. Okay, let's go on. Alright, the next kind of thing we use present perfect for is actions that are in the past that have a result in the present. For example, I could say, she has broken her arm. Okay, if we think about the timeline for this, here's now. So sometime in the past, the arm is broken. Arm broken. That's finished and in the past. But there's a result in the present that now the arm is in a cast. It's still broken. So the breaking happened in the past and it's finished. But there's a result in the present that the arm is still broken. So it's a past action that has a result in the present of a broken arm. Okay, another example similar to that, we could say, Bob has lost his keys. In this case, here's the present now, and here in the past, the keys are lost. And so there's a result in the present that the keys are still lost. So it's a past action of the losing, and the losing is finished and over with. But the result in the present is that Bob still doesn't have his keys. The next thing is, the third type of thing is we use it for talking and asking about experiences, but not saying when it happened. For example, we could have a question using present perfect, like, have you visited Chiang Mai, a city in northern Thailand? So, have you visited Chiang Mai? So this is asking, have you had the experience of going to Chiang Mai? But it doesn't ask when you did it, or any other details. And so the answer could be, I have visited Chiang Mai. Visited Chiang Mai. Or maybe I haven't visited Chiang Mai. Alright, the questions about experience are almost always how we start conversations or start topics in English. For example, we can say, have you eaten mango? Alright, this is asking if it's ever happened. And then maybe, this is what A says, and then B says, yes, I have. So B can actually answer short, meaning yes, I have eaten. So now that A knows that B has had the experience, B can say, when did you eat it? When did you eat mango? Notice this. So here we have present perfect, and here the answer is present perfect, but in an abbreviated or short form. But now that we've established whether something has happened or hasn't happened, A switches and uses past simple. This is past simple, because now he's asking, or she is asking, about something that they know has happened in the past or hasn't happened in the past. Or going back to another example, we could say, A could say, ask, have you visited Phuket? Okay, another city in Thailand. B could say, no, I haven't. I have not. Okay, present perfect here and present perfect here. So now that it's no, A could maybe ask, why didn't you go? So this is past simple. Alright. Or for example, maybe B says, yes, I have. Well, then A can ask, who did you go with? Or maybe, when did you go? How did you travel there? And so on. All of these are past simple. Now that we've established or understood that something has happened or not happened, we can ask questions in the past simple about it. Alright, let's talk about the special cases or special conditions. So the first one, there's 3 of them. The first one, it's about been. So a question like this, we could say, they have been to Paris. Okay, the meaning is, here we have here, and here's Paris. So the meaning is, they've gone there, step 1, and they've come back already, step 2. So have been has the meaning of go and come back. Go and come back already. Okay, now the next one we should talk about is gone. So, if this sentence, if we say, they have gone to Paris. Now we have here, and here is Paris. So in this case, step 1, go, but not yet come back. So when we say they have gone to Paris, it means that they are still in Paris now, because they haven't come back yet. Alright, the third thing that we should talk about, American grammar, American English. So oftentimes, Americans will use the past simple instead of the present perfect. Americans will often use past simple instead of present perfect. For example, we saw the example of, let's say, Mike has lost his keys. Alright, this is present perfect and has the meaning in the past, here's lost, and now keys still lost. Alright. In, let's say, British English, if we say Mike lost his keys, this is past simple. And so for British English, this means the keys are already found, meaning not lost. Not lost anymore. For American English, they might say, Mike lost his keys, with the meaning that they are either still lost or that they have been found already. So more questions are needed to clarify which situation it is. So in summary, Americans will use past simple for situations that British English would call for using the present perfect. Okay. Well, that's a brief introduction to present perfect simple. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Tell your friends about this video, and you can follow me on Twitter to see when I post new videos. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.